rich yet.
The question today is the three numbers that matter most. Okay. These are the three numbers. If you understand these numbers, you know these numbers like the back of your hand, your business is going to produce real results. Okay. You won't ever have to worry about where the next paycheck's coming from. You're not going to have to worry about payroll. You're not going to have to worry about the ad spend. You're not going to have to worry about the next bill coming into your business or the next AI tool that you subscribe to that's $100 a month, all right? Because you're gonna know the numbers, whether or not you can afford it or you can't. And these numbers are the technical terms for these numbers are CPA. So this is cost per action. How much does it cost you to get a buyer, someone to actually give you some dinero? Okay, whether that's a dollar, $5, or $100, it don't matter. How much money does it cost for me to get some dinero home? All right, you got to figure out that number. Okay. Then the second number is AOV. Now, this is the technical term is AOV or whatever abbreviation, but it's called the
Average order value.
thank you. Average order value. Okay. In simple terms, how much money does someone give me once they gave me their first pay? Someone give me $5, but on average, because I have my customer journey in place, how much money do they give me on average every time they purchase something, right? And then the third and final number that's a make it or break it is the lifetime value of that customer. So when someone comes in and they become a customer, how long do they stay with me? And in that time frame that they stay with me, how much money can they possibly give me for the lifetime value of a customer and how long it takes? So we're going to break down how you find out and figure out all of those numbers. If you do not know those numbers yet, that's okay. That's why you're listening to this. If you do know those numbers, you're already ahead of the game. If you don't know those numbers, it's why you have the biggest blind spots in your business that are so obvious, but you just don't see them. You just don't know they're there because you're looking at the wrong data. You're looking at the wrong information. People are telling you need a new logo. If you make a new logo, your business, it's your logo. It's an AI logo. You should have someone draw it by hand. That will change everything. Okay. You'll know what's noise and what's not. So turn the time over to Rocio. How do we get the first number? How do we get our CPA? And how do we start this?
Well, CPA is really, like you said, how much does it cost you to get that customer in the door, right? And the door is going to be either if you have actually a physical location, then you'll need to make sure that you're tracking how can you track a physical person coming into your door from an ad, right? Probably you have a coupon code or something. Hey, say that you saw this on Facebook and come to the store, right? That way you can track, oh, that person came from the ad, right? But if you have a virtual store, right, a funnel, right, a sales page, then you will see that data in the ads manager, right? You can speak more to that about how to track the cost of a customer.
Yeah. Well, it's going to have a number that shows up that says, hey, it costs you $100 per purchase.
Exactly.
Right? This is assuming that you're running paid ads, and if you're not running paid ads, you will never know how much it costs you to get a buyer, right? Because it's free if you're not running paid ads, right? Because you had to do the organic, or you flew to an event, or you had a referral. It was free, okay? It was actually cost you way more time and effort, most likely, right? So you got to be running paid ads at first of all, and you need to have a place where someone can buy something from you, okay? Um, now that you'll get your first number. Now, after you get that, and that's it, there's nothing more. Okay. And you're going to realize how much it costs. Now, if you're just starting brand new, you're going to have to pay anywhere from 2 times to 4 times the price of your offer to get your first sale. Okay. And expect that. And over time, it gets cheaper as the Facebook and algorithm and Facebook learns who actually buys your stuff. It should get cheaper over time. Okay. But if you're saying selling your $100 product, it's going to cost you $200 to maybe $300 to get your first $100 buyer on average for most people. Then your second one comes in at $150, right? Or 250 and then 100 and then, lower as much as possible.
Yeah.
Okay. That's how you get that.
Yeah.
So now how do we get our second number?
AOV. So AOV, average order value, right? So this is, like Colton explained, on average, how much a person spends in the journey, right? In that particular funnel. So Whenever we're building funnels, right? Especially we do a lot of low ticket funnels, low ticket offers, meaning there's multiple mini offers in that funnel that that person can buy, right? It can be something for $5, then they have an order bomb that is maybe $10 or $20. Then they have an upsell that is like 97 or 67 and so on and so forth, right? We have multiple mini offers on this funnel. So it's not how many offers I have, is on average, if I have 10 offers on this funnel, just for giving a simple example, and on average people only get 5, then I need to calculate my number based on what a typical person will buy from me every time, right? So they typically will get 5 offers instead of all 10, right? And that number, you calculate that. That's kind of like the most important number, because now you need to compare. This is how you actually make money and you be profitable on your funnel. When your AOV, right? The average that the person buys is bigger than the cost that you to acquire them, right? The CPA that we talked already. When the AOV is bigger than the CPA, now your funnel is profitable. Now you can scale even more, because now you know that on average people are spending more money, they're giving you more money than the one that you're spending to get them into the funnel. So that's a business right there, right? That's the dream. Because if you're spending $10 on Facebook, but on average people are paying you 50, man, you can actually increase the spend on your funnel on Facebook. You can actually increase that all the way to, if you want, 50, right? Because you know that on average they're going to be spending 50 with you. So you can actually either break even or you can just spend 30, $40, right? But you're always going to be profitable when you're in that scenario. And that's it for today. If this saved you time, money, or frustrations, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. And if you want our help dialing this for your business, just go to launchesandconversions.com, book a call with us, and either Colton and I will look at your stuff and help you get better results. That's where we're going to go deeper. Okay. So see you on the next episode.
Are we rich yet?